That's usually my.
Hey everybody, how's it going? John here. What up, a good scroll? Portrait Design and Woodworks. How's everybody doing tonight? What are y'all up to? What are you working on? What is on the go? What are you thinking of doing? What is going on with your Christmas holidays? What is going on in general? People want to know. We want to know. Tell us. Anybody? Anybody?
I am working on a
Now
tablecloth.
you're all, now you're all quiet.
Come on.
I'm trying to tell you, but you're talking over me. I am working on a tablecloth cover, and then after that, I'm going to work on a shawl with that god awful yarn I got from Timu. Because I went and got some thinner yarn at Walmart. I got a 3-way baby yarn. I'm gonna try that. Saturday we're doing Zach's Christmas. So that's where we're doing Christmas here for for him. And yeah. So hi everyone in the chat.
Hi, everyone
Chris.
in the chat.
Chris, Larry, Herb.
Chris, you say a sewing-based pen. Does it have thread and needles, or what, in epoxy,
Yeah.
or
I'm interested in knowing that too, because I was like, I wonder what that's going to look like.
So
What
guess what?
So what are you working on, Connie?
I am uploading my video. That's what I'm working on. No, I'm working on this. But my video is now uploading. I just finished it. Hi, Liz.
Hi Liz. Hey Liz, how you doing?
This is almost done. I'm just not quite sure how much longer it needs to be. It's, let's see, 5.5 feet. 5.5 feet long.
And what are you wanting it to be again?
It's a stole.
It's a stole.
Well, yeah, I think that's probably good, don't you?
Sure. I've never made one before.
Yeah, I've only made one, and yeah, they say it's supposed to go around like your bust area.
I would go at least 6 foot.
Okay,
yeah, for you.
Liz, John has questions.
I would drag
John has questions. He wants to know what you're working on, what you've been doing today. What are your plans for Christmas? Just in general, what's going on with you?
It's supposed to go around my shoulders or my
your
bust
shoulders.
area? My shoulders.
Goes around your shoulders.
Well, it
It
depends
wraps-
on where you want
Oh,
it.
no.
What you want.
The one I made was a twisted stole.
It depends on what's cold. It's either going to be your shoulders or your breasts.
Or your butt. Because you can drape it down your back and cover up your butt. Hey.
Because the one I made covered your shoulders and your boobs.
Stoles was
But
originally
it was
invented for low back dresses that was cut low in the back to keep their back warm.
Like some
Yeah,
of my
the one I made was a twisted stole, and
well, I could
of course,
twist this one.
Of course, it was from Bag O'Day. I just like, well, let's try that, and I made it, and John's like, yeah, and of course, Bag O'Day. That's what I usually make.
I'm working on one of her
but
patterns.
she explains things where I can understand it.
I'm just not sure. I
That's
don't know.
why I like her and Creative Grandma. I love them because, they teach it well.
I'll go 6 more inches. That will give me 6 feet.
And
You'll have that done tonight.
stole or gift it as a stole, I would go all the way around it in like a single crochet, a stabilizing stitch, so it won't stretch out of shape.
Yeah, that's what I usually do.
My sister does not do that. I like to edge it. And I said, yeah, but it stretches. You need something to hold it, help the stitches hold your shape.
Yeah.
Okay, someone said hello to Marty. Who's Marty?
Marty.
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 Marty's been on the panel. Marty's been in the show for quite a while. Marty Raymakers. He's a cool.
Go
I'm
away,
just-
Ash. I don't have
For
any
some reason, I'm just not seeing them.
He's a motorcycle
I
driving
agree.
grandma.
He does not like that.
Oh, there he is. Okay, hello.
She.
Gosh, I can find him.
Marty is a girl.
Marty's a girl. Marty's a she.
Marty's a she, yes.
Okay. Yes, Liz. John wants to know everything. He wants all the details on everybody here.
Hey, Larry.
Marty says carving some cooking utensils, waiting for some super glue to dry. And then she says, hi, everyone. Herb said, sorry, too many talking. I can shut up. No, I can't.
She's tried. She really can't.
Annie, what are you working on?
I am finishing up my Pagaday short row hat, which I've got like 3 more rows and I'll be done with it. And then I'm going to start a new hat. Maybe. I might hold off from starting a new project until after the holidays.
Yeah. Go ahead, John. Roll your eyes. You're doing back a day.
Okay. So for everybody who was looking for my video tonight, instantly, I did do it. It's loading right now. Not onto YouTube yet, but it will be as soon as it gets done uploading onto my phone. But some things happened at my house. I don't know, as many of you know, that I had to have work done on my house because of a storm destroyed a bunch of windows and siding and the roof and everything. And they've been putting siding on the side of my house, and they were pounding really hard, and the wood trim above my window fell. So my curtain fell, landed on a bunch of my plants, knocked them onto the floor. Dirt everywhere. It was a mess. It took me like almost 2 hours because I had to repot some of the plants because they wouldn't stay in their pots no more. So, and I was almost ready to upload it when that happened, and I completely just forgot. I was so busy doing other stuff.
All right, Liz.
I think the plants staged a coup. They wanted bigger housing, and they figured this is the perfect time to do it.
Liz
So
says,
all jumped at the same time.
Yeah.
Liz says, okay, I was cleaning my craft area, making my list for food shopping, and writing what I am cooking for Christmas, also watching videos. So what are you cooking for Christmas?
I know what I'm cooking for Christmas.
I know what I'm cooking for Christmas.
Chili and cornbread.
You're right.
And I'm going to your house for Christmas.
Well, Bill might have to work Christmas night, which is when I was going to make the big dinner. So I'm not sure when I'm going to make it now. But we was going to have a nice ham dinner. I might just make it early in the day, and then he can take some for him. And
I just tell his work that he wasn't scheduled, and we've already got plans. So.
Oh no, he was scheduled next week, but the guy that they hired, they had to fire because he was doing something on the internet he shouldn't have been doing.
Jeez.
He's been there a week.
I haven't had any eggnog yet, so I don't drink it all.
Oh God, I've already probably been through a gallon of eggnog.
We just got I don't know. I don't even know that. That wasn't even a half gallon.
Oh no, I mean all together this holiday season.
We don't have
Oh,
eggnog
this is the
in my
first time
house.
I got it. He wants to try to make some.
We don't have eggnog in my house at all.
Mm.
I don't like it. Ron can't stop drinking it, and it's not good for him at all. So we just don't buy it.
My sister makes eggnog, Joe, in her pressure pot.
In her Instapot?
Yeah.
It's what, Zach?
1 quart.
1 quart? Yeah.
So 2 glasses.
Yeah.
Wow. Liz is making a lot. She's turkey, pork, lasagna, candied yams, string beans, casserole potatoes, salad, a mixed salad, and garlic bread. Awesome.
Hey, I'm on my way. Sorry, Connie. I'll go to Liz's now.
It's okay.
We were going a ham, roasted sweet potatoes, like you would with brown sugar and cinnamon on them. And butter. We don't do like the marshmallows and all that. And I think they decided they wanted scalloped potatoes. Green beans.
Joe, you're welcome to go to her house.
Where you at, Liz?
She's in New York.
New York.
Well, that's a little far. Damn it.
Not for me. It's going south over.
She's a lot closer. She's a lot closer to me.
Yeah, we're doing it on Saturday because that's when Zach's off.
Mm-hmm.
We're just doing, just basics because they're so picky. So we're
Yeah.
doing ham.
Saturday as well, just because he doesn't go in until 11 o'clock that night.
Yeah, so we're doing ham, mashed potatoes, crescent rolls, I guess. And I don't know, like California blend veggies or something. I don't know.
Those are my favorite.
Just very, very basic. Just a simple meal.
Yeah.
You dress it up?
I am so excited to finally have my garage back in working condition tomorrow. Brand new door. They put it in today, but they just have to wind the spring and finish setting up the mechanism, and it will be done tomorrow.
Yay.
I've been without being able to open up my garage for like 6 weeks.
Wow. Zach, I need to get some more of this and put some of it in a bowl and freeze it and have it for ice cream.
I'm assuming your car's in the driveway, Connie.
Yes. In fact, I'm a listen to
That
this.
expression.
I'll tell you what. We came home one day, and the garage door was partly open, and we're like, we know we shut it. So we opened it, pulled the car in. Ron went to shut it, and it went down and then back up. And we're like, what the heck is going on? Well, it already was damaged from the hail, but the weather stripping across the bottom had moved and was causing it to not be able to close all the way. It was going in front of the little sensor, and so it would go back up. So Ron was cutting it. Somehow the cord on the other side snapped and broke, and so it fell to one side. But luckily, before we did that, Ron says, let's move the car out just in case, because we would not have been able to get it out without taking the door off.
Yes, just in case is always best to listen to.
Yes. So that's what we did. Yeah. So
Never know.
Pizza?
but tomorrow it will be finished, and tomorrow they'll finish the siding. The only thing they have to do after that is install the 4 windows that they took to fix. So I just have to ask them tomorrow when they're bringing the windows. I thought they were doing them this week. Maybe they're doing them tomorrow. I don't know. But
Oh, yeah,
one of the windows is a great big giant window. It's like 4 feet wide and 8 feet tall. It's
Wow.
a big window. It's where all my plants are. That scares me that they're going to be working on the window on the other side of my plants.
and crab stuff. I need to make a list or I'm going to forget. And yes, in case you was wondering, I was talking to myself.
Well, I do that all the time.
So what are you doing over there, John?
Nothing. Looking at patterns. I'm looking for something to cut for Christmas. I'm not sure what I want to do though.
A sleigh.
Well, sleigh.
Have you ever thought about like different shapes of Christmas ornaments, but with a cutout in the front panel so you can like slide a picture in it to commemorate a certain year, with somebody's picture? I have two of those, like shaped like wreaths of the boys when they were little.
I suppose.
Be something different because you don't find those all the time. Matter of fact, the last time I found them was about 30 some years ago. Never found them again. But there are a lot of people that ask me every time they see mine where I got them from.
Okay, my video is now uploading to YouTube. Finally. Hopefully it won't take as long as it did the other day. It took 6 hours. Usually it takes less than an hour. Sometimes less
You
than
know that
30
I'm going to have to go
minutes.
back tonight and apologize to YouTube because I was cussing it because it wouldn't show me your video. It's like, I know it's there. I know it's Thursday night.
Yeah,
Yes, we get in our routines.
and I do too, but today my routine totally got messed
Yep.
up
Sometimes
big
the routine's
time.
good to toast. Ooh, toast sounds good. I swear I have adult onset ADHD.
My shoulder's hurting. Ow. Dang it. I hate what they did to the YouTube studio on phones.
Oh, that's better. Darling. Anthony's singing in the room.
I'm Mary.
Hey, Mary.
Hello, Mary. How are you doing tonight?
Hi, Mary.
That's me. There shall be none of that. My arm was splitting and I was yelling at it.
Yeah.
I have to admit, though, I've made 3 hats from this skein of yarn. This is the first time the yarn split. So maybe it's just that spot.
Yeah. Okay. It's all ready. Description box. Everything's ready. It's going. It's being uploaded. So tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time.
That row, I have an extra V-stitch somewhere.
What?
On this pattern, I'm supposed to have 32 and I have 33.
Oh, I hate that when that happens. Just,
I'm going with the flow. It's going.
I
It's
was going to
going.
say, just,
Fudge it.
yep.
Yep, just going with it.
I usually just hide that in the pattern and you can't ever see it. Because I've got some fudges on this, and if you really want to find them, you're looking too hard.
Yeah, I'm just going with the flow. Excuse you. You sure you take your pills, Zach? Hmm? You've been taking them? Oh, no. I have to beat you.
It's
That
done.
won't be the first time.
It's done. Done.
Yay!
Now I just got to do the trim. Now I just have to do the trim.
That won't take you any time.
Well, it's 6 feet, so I've got to go 12 feet plus
Yeah.
another 2 feet, or almost 2 feet. But I'm going to run to the little girl's room. Actually, I'm not going to run, but I am going to go there.
I'll just skip.
Little girl.
Well, it's a boy's room, too.
Who are you crocheting a hat for, Mary? He's like, damn it, Joe, I was counting. Stop it.
We should build a canoe.
Oh, John,
Oh, shit.
Okay.
why did the yarn break up with the crochet hook?
My God. I just saw this one because it felt like it was being strung along.
Yes.
Oh, God. Here's Zach. He's like, oh, God. Mary says at the vet's office where
Her bets go.
I am making everyone there a hat and scarf set for Christmas. That's nice.
Yeah, that's sweet.
I didn't make nobody nothing. I did. I made Zach a hat and towel set.
Well, I thought about making our mail carrier a hat, but we seem to have a different one every week, so I don't know what kind to make. I got a notification. My package had arrived.
Yeah.
It's on the neighbor's porch again. And then Bill's like, go through there. He said, go through and see if we have anything else pending, which we do. They should be here Sunday and Monday. But I was like, oh, we had another one delivered yesterday. And he goes, no, we didn't. I was like, well, according to this, we did. They put it in somebody else's mailbox. And it's just like, I miss our old mailman. He passed away from cancer. We had him almost the whole time that we lived here. And you could literally set your watch by this man. I don't care what the weather was. And he always brought the packages up to the door. This younger generation don't know how to work. Now I sound like my parents. Welcome back, Larry. I could make lasagna roll-ups all night.
Yeah, I still have to figure out something to make for Christmas Day to take the exercise of the family. Yeah.
I'm
I asked
taking
today
a
how
snack.
many. I asked today how many people is going to be there. I asked the sister, and she's like about 45. And I was like, God bless it.
Dang.
And I was like, what the hell do you make for finger food for 45 people?
Deviled eggs,
Yeah, that's a possibility.
snack mix, a cheese ball. I'm going to make a cheese ball, and I'm making crab spread, which they'll get some of it. I freaking love crab spread.
Well, someone is already bringing cheese and crackers and summer sausage, and that. That's usually what I bring, so I thought, well, that's out.
What about no-bake cookies?
Willie's already doing desserts.
All of them?
Yeah, he does all the desserts.
You could just make a snack mix.
Yeah.
Nuts of some kind. Everybody like to graze on those. Anybody
Yeah,
do a fruit platter?
Could.
A really good dip for a fruit platter that's really easy to make is you get an 8-ounce bowl of whipped cream, whatever brand, sugar-free, whatever, and a box of vanilla pudding, French vanilla if you can find it, sugar-free or whichever, and just beat it together and use that as fruit dip. It's really, really good.
Do you make up the pudding first?
No, you mix it. No, you just put the dry pudding into the whipped cream and fold it together. And so
Oh,
you do that part the night before and give
uh-huh.
it a stir the day of. So that way, if you mix it up and then eat it right away, it kind of has like a gritty texture to it because it hasn't all dissolved. But if you do it the day before and let it dissolve in there and get all plumped up, it's much better.
Yeah. Could make banana pudding,
Oh yeah,
except I don't have any bananas.
I have not made banana pudding in the last couple of years. Mostly because I will literally make myself sick eating it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my, there's just something so goes right back to childhood when it comes to banana pudding every time. Because that was one of my favorite things when I was a kid.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah, I don't
Hello,
know.
Christine.
I mean, 'cause they said finger foods, but then someone's doing sweet and sour meatballs. Somebody's doing some type of potatoes. Another's doing a cheese tray. And, some of the stuff isn't, I don't consider it finger foods.
What about little like the bagel bites? Make them into like little mini pizza bagels.
That's a lot of work for 45 people.
Well, I mean, you don't have to make one for every person. Just make some. Make a couple dozen should be enough. Because not everybody's going to eat all of something of all.
Yeah, see, the problem with when they did
I would.
Thanksgiving,
I would.
the problem when they did Thanksgiving, they ran out of a lot of the foods before everybody even got up to get, anything at all. Because I'm the type that'll go after everybody else is already gone. And when I went up there, it was very, very limited.
What about potato salad? No, that's not really a finger food.
Well, neither was banana pudding.
Well, if you get like little individual cups for them to put it in, it could be considered a finger food.
Night,
Um,
Chris.
Depends on how you eat your banana.
Good night, Chris.
no, no, don't even mess with the banana pudding. It's sacred.
It's so sacred that it never enters my
You could dip your
house.
banana. You could
I
dip your
will not,
banana into banana pudding. There you go. It's finger food.
Joe. When you make banana pudding, how do you make it?
With instant pudding,
Yeah, but what kind of instant pudding?
sugar free,
Flavor?
Banana.
banana.
No,
It's
that is
vanilla.
not
Banana.
Yes, I do.
It
Nope.
should be. It should be
Yeah.
vanilla.
vanilla pudding.
No, I don't.
I am not a. I am. I love bananas. I loathe anything banana flavored because it never tastes real.
Oh no, that's how I make. That's how me and Zach like it.
Uh, if you go to a restaurant, that's how they make it. I know a lot of people, but when I grew up, it was vanilla pudding, vanilla wafers, and bananas and whipped cream. That's it.
Yeah, that's how Mom did it.
And then
But me and
my
Zach really like the banana pudding, so that's how we make it because they make it in sugar free and it works for us, and nobody here else eats it. So that's how we make it.
right.
I think that is the one thing that's universal that everybody likes in my family is banana pudding.
I don't. I do not. I am not a fan at all. I can't
like-
stand the soggy Nilla wafers. Ugh.
Oh no, that's when they're the best.
Yeah, but I have a thing with soggy, a lot of textures. Nah, can't do it.
Larry says his mom makes on the stove the real way. I don't like that kind of pudding at all.
Yes, that's how
that's
I
the
make
way-
it, Larry. Is I make it homemade.
When my kids were younger, we were really quite poor. we were like, you just from one paycheck to the next paycheck, had no money left over, and I felt like my kids could, needed or could have treats. So, and I cooked a lot of stuff from scratch. So I would cook the pudding, and then I would make pudding. Are those puffs? What are they called? What are those things called? They puff up, and then you open them up and you take out the goo, anything that's left inside of it, and then you put the pudding inside of it.
Cream puffs?
Yes, that's it, cream puffs.
Oh, if you do it right, there shouldn't be anything in the center.
Well, it's not really gooey. It's just a little bit of the it's not gooey at all. It's just a little bit of the
Batter
that's cooked, but I take it out so they can get more vanilla or more pudding in. So I would make vanilla and chocolate pudding for them, and they absolutely loved it.
Larry,
I never bought instant pudding until my kids were all grown.
profiteroles.
Larry says his mom even uses the egg whites for topping. Oh, I hate that.
My mom,
Yeah.
meringue. It's called meringue, and my mother did too, and I couldn't stand it.
Nope, I am not a meringue lover.
Not me. I use crumbled up like graham crackers and just sprinkle it on top.
Yeah, my mom always did the meringue. I do not like meringue.
Yeah.
So there was two things about it I didn't like, and my husband always acted like he loved it, and he ate it all the time. He always wanted to take some home when we would go to my mom's, because for just a dinner she would make it, or no, she would bring it to our house. That's right, for Thanksgiving, and he would always want her to leave some. And finally, one time I turned to him and I said, "Do you really like that stuff?" He's like, "Yes." I'm like, "Well, I'm never gonna make it for you, because that's gross." Yeah.
Now I make a meringue cookie where you just take and puddle the meringues and cook them. Depress the center, take like a spoon or something, and then put preserves in it. Those are good. I like meringue that way, but not on pies. I don't like the.
No, if there's ever meringue on pie, that's not at all.
I don't know how to explain it.
And if I ever want pie with meringue on it, I just slide the meringue off of it. Nope.
Now I make good meringue, like lemon meringue pies. I make excellent ones. I'm like, no, I just take the meringue off and put it to the side and eat the rest of the pie.
Yeah.
Yes, John?
I don't like lemon meringue.
I'm not a fan of lemon meringue either.
I don't like
I
adding,
prefer a lemon
don't like
cream pie.
I don't like adding lemon at all.
Yeah, me either. I don't like lemon.
I put lemon in things as an ingredient, but not if I can taste it.
And when I have a sore throat, they have those lemon drops.
Yeah.
And then I was like, nope, can't even do those. I just don't like them. I was like, just give me a cherry cough drop. I'll be all right.
That's what my dad always wanted. Towards the end, when he would get his medicine was causing him to have severe dry mouth, he always wanted those lemon drops.
Yeah.
So we'd always buy a bag and put them in his bedside table at the hospital and tell the nurses they were there. So if he wanted, because that's what they give you, the swab, and it's lemon flavored to get your mouth to water.
Yeah. When you're being diabetic, I get dry mouth a lot. And what I just use like not peppermints, but the spearmint flavored hard candy.
I like wintergreen.
I like both of those.
Or winter mint.
Or root beer.
Yeah, no, I don't like peppermint or spearmint or anything like that.
I like peppermint, spearmint. I like wintergreen. I do not like root beer.
I love root beer.
I do not like cherry.
Love cherry. Bill does not like. Bill likes cherries, but he doesn't like cherry. He likes cherries like fresh cherries, but he doesn't like them any other way.
Yeah.
The only kind of fresh cherries I like is the Rainier.
Yeah.
I can't stand the red cherries. The Rainier cherries, I do like those.
Rainiers are the best.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I got to go shopping this Saturday, and I forgot last week.
Sorry.
Well, I'm just gonna have it. I'm
Delivered.
only. No, not delivered. I have to pick it up. I only go in to get my produce because I'm picking my own produce, not letting
My
someone
son
else.
is the same way. He said, I will totally get, he said, all of my groceries delivered. He said, but I've got to go. He said, they always pick the worst produce.
Yeah.
I was like,
So what I do is it's 20 minutes away and they don't deliver. So I have it set for a certain time. I get there about a half hour early, go in, get all my my produce and anything else that I need that I have forgot, and then I go out and drive around and pick up the rest of my groceries. So, but I forgot last week when I was there to get cranberries, fresh cranberries.
yes. I
So
got a
I
freezer
can,
full of cranberries.
so
I
I
buy them throughout
can.
the year. Every time I catch them on sale, I'll buy them and chuck them in the freezer.
Well, I'm gonna can them. I'm gonna make cranberry juice. So, because I love cranberry juice.
I'm also going to make a cranberry cheesecake. That's just
Yes,
something that here in
we.
the last 7 years, me and my sister started experimenting with, trying to perfect it.
Hmm.
Leave the
Because
cranberries out, but
cherry cheesecake, Bill does not. He likes strawberry cheesecake, which I do not. But both
I
of us
like
like cranberries.
plain
We
cheesecake.
we love cheesecake. I just don't make it because my husband will eat the whole thing.
Yes.
He doesn't have he has
Swallow it.
no he has no restraint when it comes to sweets. So I just um, don't have him around. But he'll like take a tortilla and he'll put um, peanut butter on it, and then he was doing honey, and I'm like, Ron, I don't want to eat that much honey, and he'll say, but it's natural. Yeah, natural sugars. It's still sugars. So I says not only that, you're not getting real honey, you're getting fake honey, and that is packed full of sugar. Because my granddaughter bought it and she wanted honey, so she bought some imitation, not real honey.
We tried to buy local honey when you can get it.
Yes,
Usually through the spring and summer and early in the fall, you can get a lot. But through the winter, unless you stock up, you can't find it.
right.
Yeah,
Unless
they
you
have
pay,
that Amish place I go to.
unless you pay an arm and a leg at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they have a lot of homemade stuff at that Amish store that I go to.
Yeah, there's a lady though, her and her husband here in town that I know. They just got started with beehives, and they should be coming out with some honey soon. So I'm gonna try and get some from them, but because they don't live that far from us, literally 2 blocks from us, and they've got hives. So, oh, did I tell you what my house looked like when they took the siding off? Let's just say I wouldn't have bought this house if it looked that way when I was looking for it. It was so ugly. So ugly. It was white wood slats, actual wood. And it
all
was
the timing.
what? And Annie, did you just say my name?
No, I said so
Oh,
old timey.
oh yeah, yeah. I'm like, what?
I
Yeah,
actually one of the houses we lived in when I was growing up was clapboard.
yeah. Well,
This
the
house
thing,
had no insulation. The outside wall was the inside wall.
that's the way my mom's house was that she lived in when she was a kid, but it wasn't. It was 2x4s, and you could see through the cracks of the
Yep.
house.
Yep. We actually put newspapers, put them up on the walls to block some of the airflow in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
Summertime, it wasn't too bad. It was just like homemade air conditioning.
Well, it was bad in where my mom lived in Texas because they have windstorms there,
Blow the sand.
and the sand would go go right through the house. Hey, Jack.
Hi, Jack. When
Okay.
we lived in Arizona when I was a kid, my mom would just wait until after the sandstorm, open the front door and the back door, and we'd start in the middle of the house and sweep out towards the two doors to get the sand out of the house.
Well, they couldn't very well sweep it out. They had dirt floors.
Oh, there, just blend it in.
Yeah. So my mom says she remembers many, many, many times eating with dishcloths over their food, and they would eat. So they keep the sand from blowing into their food.
That sounds like a hard way to live, but we had a lot of fun when we were kids.
Well,
Making the best of what we had.
Well, yeah, it was a really hard life for my mom. I mean, they had a house that was about the same size as my whole living room, counting my craft room. That was the whole house. It was 2 rooms, no bathroom. They had an outhouse, outside, out back, and then they had no electricity. They had no running water. They had gas. That was the only thing they did have. And they had a fireplace. And so there was 6 girls and 1 boy because the other 2 boys had passed away. And so one room had the fireplace and the parents' bed. And then they had a little cot that was hooked to the wall that they would fold down for her brother. And then in the kitchen, they had a double bed on one side of the wall, and that's where all 6 girls slept.
Wow.
And so they had 3 heads at one end and 3 heads at the other end of the bed. And then they were not allowed to go outside at night to go to the bathroom. So they had a bucket. This is gross. They had a bucket sitting at the end of their bed in the kitchen. Everybody at night used it. And in the wintertime, it froze. And it was like, my mom said it was like 8 inches from her head.
Yuck.
It would freeze over. And so, because they had that room didn't hardly have any heat because it was not in the same room as where the fireplace was. So, yeah, terrible. And then my mom was the only one that was tiny. She was really thin. Her whole life she was thin. And her dad and her mom weighed over 400 pounds. And all her siblings were very heavy, but she was just tiny and skinny. And so when she was about 10 years old, their outhouse got too full. And so they had to fill it with dirt, and they had to dig a new one. So my grandfather would tie a rope to my mother's waist, give her a bucket and a spoon, and drop her down lower her down into the hole. And she would have to squat down and spoon dirt into the bucket, and then it was tied to a piece of rope. And when it was full, she would yank on it. He would pull it up, dump it, and give it back to her. She said it took a couple of days of doing that. She goes, I stayed down in that hole because they had to go deep. Hey, Jack.
Yeah, but still.
Hey, JJ. Yeah, she shouldn't have had to do that.
Hey, JJ.
Hey, JJ.
She was only 9 years old.
Oh, wow.
And her dad, and he wouldn't pull her up until he was ready to pull her up. And she's down in this hole that was probably what, 18 inches around, maybe? And she had to squat down.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I couldn't believe it when my mother told me. I'm like, really? And she's like, yep. They had to bring all their water in from their pump out by the street.
We didn't even have a pump. We had to pull. We had it was, you drop the bucket down in the well, and it was a pipe well, so the bucket was like long and skinny. You drop it down, you wait for it to fill up, you pull it back up and dump it into another bucket. Yeah, that's when we were all had to take a bath, and we would have to pull buckets of water up and heat it on the cook stove.
Yeah, and then everybody had to use the same water in the big pan, in the tub.
Yeah, the boys used to say, and then me and my sister and my mom used different water. We swapped it.
Well, she never told me who. She just said her and her sisters had to use the same water. And you only got a bath every couple of weeks because that was a chore.
It's a pain in the butt.
Yep. But the house was made. Okay, so the doctor lived across the street from them, and they first, when they moved there, the house was falling completely apart, and so the doctor and his wife wanted a new shed, so they took all of their wood from their old shed across the street so they could build a new house, but they didn't have enough wood for the floor. They had dirt floors until my mom was a teenager. And they finally, somebody donated some wood and they just laid it across the floor.
That's better than nothing.
Exactly. And it was a hard life. She remembers they only used, there was times during the wintertime, all they had was flour, salt, and lard. And they would make biscuits and eat biscuits for dinner and breakfast and lunch because that's something they could make. Because there was no fresh vegetables, there was none of that stuff. They finally started, as she got older, they would, the girls, because their mother never did anything but have babies and lay in her bed, but they started learning how to can. So during the summer, their garden, they would can everything. And so they would have vegetables and different stuff. They usually had chickens, but not always. So they would have eggs sometimes. But, yeah. Okay, I'm down one side almost. I got like 3 more inches to go. I'm not going to do the top though. And the reason I'm not doing the top is because the top already looks finished.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm doing the 2 sides and the bottom because it was just a chain. So my grandson and his fiance called us this evening to talk to us and to tell us that they're starting to try and get her pregnant. And they're getting married next summer. They're all excited. Hopefully there's no issues.
Another road down.
Who is Earl? Hello, Earl. Who's he congratulating? Me?
Hi, Earl.
because of my grandson, my oldest grandson. I told him I put in an order for a girl.
You'll get a boy.
I know. I know. Well, his dad has only had boys, and so yeah, he probably will have a boy. See, his grandmother, Kendrick, never met his dad's mother. She passed away before Kendrick was born, and I looked back at some of her pictures, and Kendrick's dad looks exactly like his mother, and then Kendrick looks exactly like his dad. So if he has a girl, it probably look just like him.
Well, Earl says it could be a girl or twins.
You're right, it could be, and that would be awesome, especially if they were girls.
Or one of each.
Exactly. I'd love them no matter what. I wanted more
Hey, Earl.
girls,
How's it going, buddy? What are you up
and
to?
I lost 3 girls. So I had 3 girls, and then I had 3 miscarriages. Well, 2 was miscarriages. They said were girls. The other one I had it when I was 4 months along, and that was a girl. And then I got
Okay.
7 grandsons and only 2 granddaughters.
Okay, Mary, it depends on the stitch, but usually right at 1, maybe a little, sometimes a little bit more. I usually use a little bit more. Because I make bigger shawls, because, that's just how I do.
Mm-hmm.
That way it fits everybody.
Yeah. Yes, it is. And I was hoping for more, and I might get one more. My my youngest daughter had a baby 2.5 years ago that passed away, and that was a girl that passed away. And if they can get their finances in order, they're going to buy a house, and then they're going to try and have another baby. But where they're living right now is not set up for it.
Or Earl, just wait a couple of years. You'll have a grandson or granddaughter of your own.
Yeah.
Did you send the pictures, Mary? I haven't checked email.
Grandkids are the best. When Kendrick and Caleb's were, listen, when they were babies, well, Kendrick was 2.5, he was almost 3. I guess he was 3 years old. Caleb was about 8 months old, or about 8 months old. And I called my daughter and I asked her if she was coming over. And she said, I don't know why. And she goes, well, because I wanted to see the kids. And she goes, you don't even love me, Mom. You only want to see my kids. And I said, well, I love you, but I had you so you could give me your kids. Give me grandkids. She's like, that's rude, Mom. I said, you asked. You walked into that one.
That's okay, Mary.
Well,
And then,
my one grandson had just turned 9 yesterday.
awesome.
I got videos of my other 2 down in Ontario at their Christmas concert today.
That is awesome. Yeah, so
How old are your grandkids, John? Or what's the age range?
Old. They're getting old.
They're getting
They're
old.
getting so freaking old. So, Ryan just turned 9 yesterday. Ryan turned 9 yesterday. Lydia, I think, is 6, and Garrett is 10.
cool. See,
Yeah.
my grandson, my oldest grandson, is 22. My other grandson will be 20 on the 30th. Then Kira is 18. Zaylee is 15. And then Joey is 11. Keegan's 9, Hudson's 8, and Jackson is no, Hudson's 6, Jackson is 5. I think I got them all. Yeah, I did. So, yeah. And my son is not married. He has no children, and I'm not very happy about that. I want more grandkids. And he said he's not ever getting married.
Doesn't mean you want to have grandkids.
Huh?
Doesn't mean you want to have grandkids from me.
Yeah. I don't know. He doesn't want to get married.
You don't have to be married to have kids.
He won't. He won't. There's no way. He is so weird. He says he could never find the right woman because he doesn't want a woman that is just going to quit on it when it gets married, when it gets hard. And every woman he's ever met, they're not willing to fight for the marriage to last. And so he doesn't want to bring children.
Yeah, I get that.
Into the world.
Liz says, yes, grandchildren are precious. My grandson was always with me. Now he is 16 and he has his first puppy love. So I don't see him as much, but he calls every day. Well, that's still good. You still keep in close contact.
Yep. I'm the only person that Caleb, when he talks to him, when he goes to get off the phone, even he's upstairs. I mean, he's literally almost above me. His room is almost like right over there above me, and I'll call him on the phone, to tell him it's dinner time or whatever. And before he gets off the phone, he says, "Okay, Nan, I love you." Every single time. And I've never heard him say that to anyone else. Not even he talks to his mom, but he doesn't say, "I love you," but he always tells me he loves me. In fact, all my grandkids do. And that's partly because I've always told them. A lot of kids that you don't hear it all the time, they don't say it.
Yeah, that's true.
Or when they get older, they makes them feel uncomfortable. Kendrick, when he was in, what grade was he in? 9th grade. I was at the school watching a sports he was doing. I don't even remember what kind of game it was. And he was sitting with his friends, and his friends, he was talking to us a little bit, and then he went over and he goes, his friends goes, "Who's that?" And he goes, "Oh, that's my grandma and grandpa." And I heard him say that, and I said, "Kendrick, come here." And he comes over to me, and he goes, "What?" And he goes, "We're your Nana and Papa. Would you please tell your friends?" He goes, "But Nana, that's embarrassing." I said, "No, it's not." And they thought it was cool. So I said, I am your grandmother, but that's not what you call me. So please introduce me the way you talk, call me. He's never had any problem since. Once he realized his friends thought it was cool. And now back when we lived in Utah, because he lived with us for years and years, his friends would say, "Hi, Kendrick's Nana. Hi, Kendrick's Papa."
Yeah, my oldest son, his best friend went at grade school till first couple of years of middle school. He always called me Mrs. Andrews' mom.
Yeah. Well,
I just looked at him. I was like, "Yeah, that works."
When I worked at Macy's, everybody knew my husband as Connie's husband. They did not know his name. "Oh, hi, Connie's husband."
Yep. It's like Mr.
I heard that.
Down the street. We first moved in, Bill helped him. It flooded, and Bill helped him carry the furniture up, so they wouldn't lose everything in the house. And he told my Bill, his name was Bill also. He's like, my name's Bill. And Bill's like, well, I won't forget that. And for years and years and years until he passed away, I always called him neighbor Bill because I didn't know what his last name was. If I referred to him, I would say neighbor Bill. And they were like, oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Joe, what did you hear?
Yawning.
Not me. Not
No, I
tonight.
know. I know exactly who it was.
I forgot to go like this. Or, yeah,
Thought she was hiding it the other night, but she wasn't hiding it as good as she thought she was.
No,
I
she
know.
was
I
not.
caught it, and I started yawning.
Yep.
For some reason, yawning is I'm very suggestible
yes,
to
it
watch
is.
somebody else yawn, and I
Yeah.
will start yawning.
Even if someone talks about it or yawns, you hear it, you see it. Yeah. Just
Hi,
like,
Donna.
I asked a doctor once, I said, I yawn constantly, and he was,
hi, Donna.
said, you're not getting enough oxygen. And I was like, what? He said, you yawn to oxygenate your blood. He said, that's why you usually yawn when you first get up in the morning. And I always
I don't.
you yawn because you're getting tired. And he said, well, you are because you don't have enough oxygen in your blood, and that's what makes you feel tired.
I don't believe that completely
Hey, Donna.
because my oxygen saturation has always been anywhere from 98 to 100% at any given time they've ever checked it, even when I'm yawning, and it's always. So I know I'm getting enough oxygen. I think I yawn just because I yawn.
It feels good to yawn sometimes.
Yep.
Yawning is basically just stretching your mouth.
Yeah.
I do know that every time you hiccup, your heart stops. And I know that because my dad got a cortisol shot, and his allergic reaction to the cortisol is he gets uncontrollable hiccups. He had
Yeah.
hiccups for 3 weeks. He broke 2 ribs.
Ouch.
They had to give him a shot to counteract the other shot, and it made him sleepy. Well, he has apnea, and it was not controlled at that time. So me and my sister literally had to walk him up and down the hospital hallways to keep him awake. And they was very concerned, and we was like, I don't know why you're so concerned. The doctor's like, every time you hiccup, your heart stops. He already has heart problems. That's why his chest is hurting. But I didn't realize you could break a rib hiccuping, but it's just the tightening of the muscles.
Oh, yeah, you can. Also, did you know that you can't keep your eyes open when you sneeze?
Yes, I've tried it, and
You can't.
you can't do it.
You can't. They automatically close. I don't understand why, but that's just the way it is.
The human body is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot. I'm going to spend the day with the baby tomorrow. Tomorrow's her actual birthday. So
Awesome.
I'm going to go pick her up in the morning. And
It should be 5 or 6.
yes, no, she'll be 5.
Oh, okay.
And, let her open her gifts today. We want to make sure we separate her birthday from Christmas.
Right.
Because she's going to be here on Christmas Eve to open her Christmas gifts, but I want to make sure she has a day to open her birthday presents too.
Well, I did that with my daughter because she was born on the 8th of December. And so once I had her, I never set out Christmas, did anything for Christmas until she had her birthday so that she had it. And then when she was getting older, I was just used to doing that. And when Zay was 1 year old or something like that, my daughter says, when are you setting out Christmas? I said, after your birthday. And she said, no, Mom, you do not need to do that anymore. You just do it now. And I said, okay, fine. But Caleb's birthday is the 30th. And so we always try to make sure that he has a separate, his own birthday, his own birthday presents. And we've never done, oh yeah, here's your birthday gift too on Christmas. Never.
I started laughing at her. I was talking to her on the phone, and I said, it was like after Thanksgiving. I said, do you know what happens next month? And she was like, there are 2 significant births in December. And I said, you mean significant? She said, that's what I said. I was like, okay. And I said, what are those 2 births? She said, mine and Jesus. She said, so what is there not a reason to celebrate? And I was like, you are so full of yourself.
Well, Earl says you sneeze with when your eyes are closed, so you don't get burgers in the eyes or the eyes pop out. That's why we close our eyes when we do that.
That's what I've heard.
Hi,
That's
Ladybug.
exactly.
Hi, Ladybug.
That's exactly the reason I heard that. Hi, Ladybug.
Oh, John, are we allowed to say that on your channel?
What, booger?
What?
No, Merry Christmas.
Booger? You can say booger on here all you want. That's fine.
Booger, booger, booger. I don't want to offend anybody.
How about snot?
Snot's
Not
gross.
booger, mucus. What about mucus plug? You can say that.
Or
That
say
doesn't bother me.
moist. I do not understand why that word sets people off. I really honestly don't.
What word?
Moist.
You have to say it properly though. Moist.
I don't care. I don't get it. I don't care how you say it. I don't get it.
I don't understand.
Oh, I
that.
didn't say we couldn't, Ladybug. I was asking John. It's John's channel. His rules is what we follow.
He talks about Christmas stuff all the time.
I know.
I don't have a problem saying Merry Christmas. I would actually see what actually offends me is when people write Merry Xmas. I'm like, okay,
Oh,
you're taking the day
Yeah, it
off
doesn't
because
take
it's
but
a
a
religious
few more
holiday.
letters.
You
Yeah.
get paid for it because it's a religious holiday, but yet you're right. But yet you're right, Xmas. Really? That's
that's
sacrilege, I guess,
offensive.
right?
Yeah, definitely.
I get that. I agree. And I'm not a
No, but
devout,
like
but I find that disrespectful.
I don't take offense to anybody's beliefs. Like Earl, really. So the thing is that you can say Merry Christmas, you can say Happy Hanukkah, you can say whatever they say for Kwanzaa. Like I don't have a problem with diversity, ethnic diversity on my channel.
Hmm.
I spent like I think 3 different years talking with friends who observe different holidays through this season and learning about
Hi,
the
Hi,
whole
Granny D.
Hi, Granny D.
but completely different at the same time. And I find that fascinating.
Yeah.
But what it boils all down to is everybody's thankful. And that works for me.
Exactly.
Granny D!
Well, Merry Christmas to you too, Granny D.
Merry Christmas.
Granny
to you.
D is here.
Yeah, I just said that.
Okay. Alex. Hello, Granny D. How's it going? How you doing,
Everybody's
Granny D?
getting all excited because Granny D's here.
Hey, but it's Granny D. We have to get excited.
I know. It's like a celebrity just
I-
walked in.
Well, you know, she probably forces her grandchildren to call her Nana D. Just say it.
Are you Nana D?
Nana.
Are you Nana D?
More alive. See,
Like-
she has her mommy's mom is her Nana, and I am her Grams, and
Mhm.
Bill's mom is her great grandma. And she was sitting there, and she was like, kept saying, I heard her saying something, but I wasn't registering my head because she kept going Nana, 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 and finally it dawned on me what she was saying. I turned around and I was like, "What did you call me?" She goes, "You know who you are."
Granny D says, nope, I've always been Granny by choice.
Awesome.
There
My
you go.
mom
You
was
gotta have
called.
her up here sometime, John. She's fun. I like Granny D. Earl says, no Nana
Everyone, come on
Banana.
in.
That's it. My call.
That's what he calls his sister.
Calls the sister. Okay. What'd you say, John?
Send her the link.
Yes, you did.
I don't have her on Facebook.
Well, not necessarily.
Oh,
You can be thankful for
I got her.
people.
I got her
too.
I got her on YouTube too. I don't have her on Facebook. I got her on YouTube.
Let's see. Grandy says their
Mouse.
other grand is Nana.
Yeah, I'm a Nana.
I've always been Papa.
There have been so many mamas in the family. We decided we needed to change that. I was like, I'm good with that because I'm a Grams. I'm not a mama.
I've
Don't
always
ask
been
me.
Papa.
I'm just a mom and an aunt. Sister.
Yeah, but my name is not Aunt Annie because none of
Aunt.
the nephews, when they were little, could say Aunt Annie. I am Aunt E. Like
Michaela just calls me her Joe. She's like, when she talks to, like, when my cousin Pat came over when I was visiting last, he came over and gave me a hug and said hello, and she got right in between us. She's like, that's my Joe. She's very possessive of me.
yeah,
Ladybug says I'm Grandma and Grammy. And Earl says, John, what are you called? Like Papa?
Papa. Poppa. That's what they've always called me.
P-O-P-P-A, Papa.
And my husband is Papa, but it's P-A-P-A.
and my husband is Pop Pops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like everybody in Willie's family, if the mother don't know, this is my ex, and we're still all close. Since the day they found out I was pregnant, my name became Mama and his became Papa, and to this day, that's what they call us.
Mm-hmm.
I
My
was like,
sister's
okay.
daughter, when she was little, called me Mommy too, because both of us was taking care of her pretty much all the time. If she wasn't with my sister, she was with me, and she just see me as a second mom.
Yeah,
Well,
they started calling us Mama and Papa because Zach was the first grandkid in years, in like 7, 8 years. So everybody was all excited.
yeah.
Ladybug said, well, just stopped by to say hi. Going to take my granddaughters to see Christmas lights. Take care, everyone. Well, you have a good evening.
Good night,
fun.
Ladybug.
Have a good time.
I love looking at Christmas lights.
Me
Send
too.
pictures.
Yes, we need pictures.
There's not very many places around here to see lights. Just some houses that's done up. No, like, formal
We have
place.
this one
Our park is lit up.
from the highway down from us. They have a huge, it's like an acre big display, and they do
Oh,
it every year. And I keep telling Bill I want to put some money in an envelope and stick it down on their bridge because it's like a covered bridge to help pay. Because my kids have enjoyed those lights since they were babies. We
Mm-hmm.
always drive them by there so they can look.
Yeah, we have 2 parks here that they light up real good.
Yeah.
Granny D says my girls called my dad Papa and Mama was Mama.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's what it was on both sides of the family, as far back as I can tell. Except for my maternal grandma, and she was grandma, and you didn't call her anything else.
Well,
You
see,
got-
when I was growing up, my mom, okay, so I had a grandma Abney, Grandpa Abney, Grandma Yardley, Grandpa Yardley, Grandma Findlay, and Grandpa Findlay. And it always had to be like that. And so when I was getting ready to have I taught my kids to say grandma the same way. But when I was going to become a grandma, I didn't want to be called Grandma Dunyan or just grandma. So I said, yeah, I want to be called Nana.
When
Wow.
Zach first started talking, which
Mhm.
he was delayed, so he didn't start talking until he's like 4. I
Mhm.
told her my mom's name was Granny. So he went, "Hi, Granny," one day, and she's like, "I am not Granny. I am Gran. You can call me Grandma or Grams. I am not Granny."
Does he call her? What does he call her?
Oh, she passed away, but it was always
Oh,
Grandma.
uh,
Yeah, he called them both Grandma. But
yeah,
yeah, his uh, both grandmas have passed away, and then um, my dad's still living, but his other grandpa's not. So he just has one left now.
yeah.
See, Granny D says we have a fellow up the road, mayor of our wee town, Faith, who lives with his family in an old farmhouse with two small ponds in the front, with a drive between them, and the drive goes to a side road. They always have an amazing light and sound display.
That's
Oh,
cool.
you need to get pictures and video and send us. That
Okay,
sounds really cool.
this is all finished.
Well, you still have
Oh,
an hour left. What are you going to work on now?
I have no
What?
clue. I have no
Ow.
clue. I have no clue. But it's finished. Yeah. I just have to weave in one end, and I'll do that tomorrow. I don't like doing the weaving at night.
Yes, you really should, Granny D. Do a
Thank you.
video. Yeah, a video would be really cool. Or pictures, either one. That'd be nice.
Thank you, Liz. I can
You
borrow
ought to come up here with us sometime, Granny D.
on the
If I had
panel.
you on Facebook, I'd send you a link, but you're not on my Facebook.
Yeah, you be friends with at least one of us on Facebook. Oh,
Are
we
you
can go on
friends
the crocheting show too. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be the best show. The crochet would be the better show to be on instead of the wood show where we talk
yeah.
about crochet all the time.
Said she would love to. Um, I don't even know what my Facebook name is.
Mine's Connie Dunyan.
Joe
Add
Speakman.
Connie. Hers
It's
is
Joe
Connie
Speakman.
Dunyan. If you add Connie
It's Joe
Dunyan to your
Speakman.
Facebook, is it? I don't know.
What?
But if you
Let's see.
add Connie Dunyan, she can send you the link to come up.
Are you just under Granny D?
There's like so many Granny D's. I just looked it up. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11.
Huh.
Oh, there she is right there. I'm guessing
Okay.
she's the one with 1,000 followers.
It's Granny D.
Really?
Okay.
What would you like? Really? I think you already had enough for now. No, you're done. You don't need anything right now. I refreshed
Actually,
your
do
water
you,
and everything.
do you have your Facebook link hooked to your YouTube?
Who, me?
No,
Yes,
Granny
I
D.
think. Oh,
Not you,
I
Granny
don't,
D.
I don't know.
She said look up D-E-E Thompson.
Okay.
Oh, I know a lot of D. Thompsons too. That's unbelievable. 27 mutual friends. There you go. Oh, we are friends. We're already friends.
I've done that. I was like, oh wait, I'm already friends with you.
We're already friends. Unbelievable.
Yes, I'll send her a link.
Earl says, but it's a baby. Feed the baby, Jojo. Motorboat does not need anything right now. She was already fed just a couple hours ago. You're just
Oh,
going to put her in the bed,
my
aren't you?
my grandson Keegan just got to Utah. He moved there. He's not going back home. At least for a year or more.
Is that the one we were talking about?
Yeah. They're Keegan, the one that has had all the issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was getting here this early. But he's out
She
of
said she
school.
Granny D says she won't come up tonight, but she would love to another time.
Okay.
Oh, sure. I'm on like every night now, so pretty much.
Either this one or your other channel.
Yeah.
If you maybe add her to the group, and then she would see whenever you're on.
She might mute it though. She might mute the group.
Mm.
Here's them tonight. It's not a good picture, but they were reading together.
Aw.
Yeah. I didn't realize he was going to be here this week or today.
Huh. She says that I'm just getting ready to get back on a project, and that would be great. What project are you getting ready to do? We need info.
Colors, pattern.
What kind of yarn you using? Yeah. If it's a yarn project, she might be doing something else.
True. So close. Come on, you can do it.
Jack says I just finished a project and got it listed. Now it's bedtime. You have a good night.
Good night, Jack.
Night, Jack.
Now, what am I going to do next? Jeez.
Do some mittens.
Did you know I've never done mittens?
Really?
I don't wear mittens, so
I've
never
done fingerless mitts.
Make some
I've only made
slippers.
one pair of mittens. And
Make you
that
some slippers or something.
Well,
was WVU mittens for a friend of mine.
slippers would be okay, but I could never wear them because
Oh.
I can't wear like socks on
Oh,
hard
yeah.
surfaces, so I would never wear them.
You put that non-skid stuff on the bottom of them.
Well, no, that's not it. I have to have thickness. My slippers all have to have a big thick layer of foam rubber underneath them.
Okay, Granny D says she's trying to finish up a crocheted wool bag that she's going to felt for a project bag.
Oh, you know what I could make that I've been thinking about? I wouldn't wear it till warm weather, and that is a granny square halter top.
I have not worn one of those since the 70s.
I would wear a tank top underneath it, most likely. I've got a
Okay.
picture. I've got a. I would never wear that. I've got a picture of it. Let's see. Who was it? Someone sent it to me. I think it was.
You could always use some of that boob tape to hold them up too, and then put your halter top on over top of it.
No. No.
It's a lot of tape.
Oh,
John.
oh,
Like a whole roll of duct tape just to hold that things up. Oh my god. Like nowhere of a lie. Like
you are bad.
My grandmother, like seriously, must have been an E. Like they weren't big, but they were long. You know what I mean?
See, that's the top right there.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm gonna tell you something. My grandmother, my mom's mom, she weighed over 400 pounds, right? They didn't make bras big enough for her. And even when she was like 169 pounds, they still didn't make bras big enough for her. She could literally pick up her boob and put it in these huge cups. Huge. I've never seen anyone so big naturally in my life.
Wow.
Oh my god. Yes, John, deflated balloons is what comes to mind.
I'm not going to go on. I could say something else,
She,
but I'm not going to.
she always wore these handmade dresses.
Pretty cheap. Oh my god.
She always wore these handmade dresses, but well, whenever she was sitting in her chair, crocheting or knitting, they were always like sitting in her lap. Like
Yeah.
that's the only thing I
Yeah.
remember.
This is the saying when you have big boobs, when you get older, they get longer.
Yeah.
Because of
Yeah,
gravity.
Trinity says, John, that's what I have. Think tube socks.
Think
Oh
tubes.
gee, oh gee, oh my, that's bad.
Oh my god.
You guys are gonna
Oh,
ruin
God.
my fragile little precious mind.
Yeah, right.
Well, you know what I tell my husband? I said, these is just your giant globs of fat,
Yes, with skin stretched over it.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the big deal?
Oh,
Oh,
and
God.
Earl said, "Can you then tie it in a knot and tie them in a bow?"
Yes.
Trinity says, yes, Earl.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, no. What happened to the show?
Cool. I don't know.
and you guys want her? And you guys want her on a regular show? Oh,
Yeah, Earl says you would really be a knockout.
Oh my.
Only if you run it really fast or turn
Oh.
quickly.
Get
Oh
down.
my.
Get down. Get down. You don't need up here. I'm crocheting.
Royce, you can't turn that way. Okay. What the heck are you doing, dog?
Oh, Mary.
Exactly,
oh
Mary.
my!
No. Old balls have wrinkles.
You guys remember?
That's
You guys
true.
remember back in school? You guys remember back in school taking a tennis ball and putting in an old pair of pantyhose and hitting it back and forth against the wall?
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of. That's what that reminds me of.
Oh,
Yes, I know because I'm mean, but yes. Oh my god.
Oh, my God. What happened?
That took a turn I was not expecting.
I'm so
That's all
glad.
I'm gonna say.
I'm so glad there's some of the regular guys that comes on here or not here. They have lots to say.
Oh yeah.
Not that Earl's not saying a lot, but yeah.
Earl says they're not only for Ford.
Girl's like, I thought I was gonna come to a wood show. What are you guys talking about?
Well,
Oh,
you were
man.
sadly mistaken, weren't you?
Herb must have fallen asleep because he'd be right in this.
Herb, he gets, when they're talking yarns and stuff, he just kind of tunes out.
True. But we ain't talking yarn no more.
No, we're not talking yarn.
We're talking about yarns of sorts.
Yeah.
Not a knockers.
Well, so this was the only that's
Yeah, a
all
lot
that
of
was left.
knockers.
Not
That's
a
all-
knockers.
That was all left of that one skein. Now I have 5 more skeins plus this.
Make you a baby blanket.
And it's really soft too.
Yeah, that's what
It's
you said.
extremely soft. In fact, I could even do this same stitch because this is a really pretty stitch.
Uh-huh. Unless you're just getting tired of the stitch.
No, the stitch doesn't bother me. What bothers me is when I have to keep changing. If it keeps going, continuous over and over, it's easy. I don't even have to think about it.
Yes.
Yeah, I hate changing colors.
Yeah.
That's what I like about this one, because the last one, I was changing colors every row on that blanket.
Oh, that's what I did on that hat.
And then this one is just a cake. It's I don't know what it is. Karen Cotton Angel cakes.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to change colors. And Zach, he's like, "Do you have enough yarn to do that?" And I thought, "I got 2 more cakes behind me. It better be."
Right.
I was like, I have a big. I mean, the table's pretty good size, but we'll make
Yeah.
do. We'll make do. It'll be fine. But I'm taking a short break, get my hands a rest.
Yeah.
And I couldn't concentrate when I was laughing too hard.
This is true.
Didn't know what the hell I was supposed to be doing.
Well, my arm earlier was hurting, my shoulder. And so when I went to the restroom, I put um, biofreeze on it. Now it's feeling better.
I
No.
love biofreeze.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if I should get some of that for my hands.
I use it on my hands, my neck, my shoulders, my
Um,
knees.
Compared to like icy hot, what is it?
It's way better.
Icy hot will start to burn your skin after using it for long periods of time. Biofreeze never does.
Yep.
And it works better.
Icy hot literally blisters my skin.
Yeah, it'll burn your skin.
What's it smell like, this biofreeze?
Let me see.
It smells very menthol.
It's mentholy.
But it only lasts for maybe 5 minutes, and then you can't smell it anymore.
Yeah, because it's
Right.
icy hot. You could smell it for hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought about trying that because I haven't tried it before in my hands.
I put it on my knee, my hands, my shoulder.
Yeah, this neuropathy is no joke. It's horrible.
Yeah.
And I've bought so much stuff off anywhere you can think of that has, this will work for, this will work for. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, nothing seems to work. It's like, oh my God.
Dollar General carries biofreeze in the gel. You just rub it on,
Uh-huh.
and that's what I get. I mean, I used to get the roll on, and that's sticky and stays wet forever. But the spray's good, and the gel, because the gel, once it dries really fast, and then there's no residue or anything left.
Okay. Because I have a Walmart gift card
They have it at Walmart.
Yeah, they have it at
from,
Walmart.
from Fetch. So I thought maybe I just get some of that, do a pickup order.
I wonder how many points I have on Fetch right now. I haven't.
And then I can pick up potato salad or something for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, whatever.
I should
Their idea of finger foods and my idea of finger foods are two totally different things.
You don't know what my idea of finger food is.
No, I don't want to know.
Well, then I won't tell you.
Yeah, because like I said, sweet and sour meatballs, that doesn't sound like a finger food to me.
Yeah.
Use a toothpick.
Yeah.
I have almost 22,000 points on Fetch.
Now you can get a gift card. Maybe a $10.
Yeah, but I like to get a $50 one.
Yeah, you gotta let your points build up. It takes me like a year to build up.
It depends on what's going on. Last year, I got 2 of them for 50.
Uh-huh.
This year, I've gotten a 25 and dollar one. I hated the fact that they changed. It used to be for $50, you only had to have
50,000 points.
50,000 points. Now, for $50, you have to have a lot more.
Yeah. And they changed what receipts will accept too.
Right. And they used to Casey's. Do you have Casey's where you have Casey's
Yes.
where you're at, right?
Yeah.
They used to have tons and tons of Casey
Mm-hmm.
points, and now you click on the Casey thing, and it says for 13,000 points, you can spend $30 on General Mills products. At Casey's?
Oh hell no. Walmart maybe. But
Yeah,
that's a lot for
a gas station. And then Nabisco cookies or crackers, $12. You get 1,200. Another one for Nabisco cookies and crackers, you have to only can use select brands, select ones, and you have to spend $20 to get 1,500. Lifesavers, you have to spend $7 on Lifesavers to get 700 points.
no, not worth it.
I don't
Yep.
buy these things. And then like Rockstar
Certain
energy
I don't
drinks.
buy them at Casey's. That's just ridiculous.
The only thing I buy at Casey's is pizza and gas.
And a drink on occasion, fountain
I don't
drink.
I don't even do that because I don't buy uh, uh, soda pop. And this one, extra gum, which we do buy, but it says Hubba Bubba 5 gum extra gum. To spend $5 on it, you get 50 points. But I buy it, a great big giant case of it, at Walmart. I do get points for extra points for it, but yeah, I'm not gonna get that at.
I usually do most of my shopping at Walmart.
Yeah.
Do you use the Amazon shopper panel too?
What do you mean Amazon shopper panel?
It's
What's that?
another app. It's another app that
No.
you turn in receipts and get Amazon money in your account.
No, but I need to have that information. And then there's a bunch of
Well, that's
liquor.
like it's like Receipt Hog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You scan in your receipts and you get money back. Doesn't matter
That's
what the
what
receipt's for.
that's what
Yeah,
fetches.
but they've changed the Amazon shopper panel, so like fast food places don't count. Some places don't count. So what I do, because Walmart you'll get 25 points each time.
Right.
So I do the self checkout sometimes. I just do several transactions.
I do that too. But now that I'm getting my groceries differently, I only do some things, and I always do self checkout. I hate going through a regular checkout.
I hate self checkout. Half the
Mm.
stuff don't even scan. I'm like, oh, that one's free.
I've never had that problem.
I've never had that problem either.
Yeah, like I'll do several different transactions, and that way I can get my $10 because you get up to $10 from receipts,
hmm
and then you also get surveys. You get several surveys a month that goes anywhere from 10 cents to 50 cents
Yeah.
added to that. You know, 'cause I think I've had like four surveys this month, but I haven't had that many receipts. So I guess next time I go to Walmart, I just need to do a bunch of transactions because you get 25 points for Walmart.
hmm
You know, and I shop on Amazon a lot, so I mean, yeah, it doesn't build up long for me.
Yeah.
But I liked for Fetch to build up because, like last year, I must have did more shopping or something because I had three $50 cards and then a $25 card.
Yeah.
And that was my Christmas shopping. I just threw it all on Amazon.
Yeah.
And did a lot of shopping. Larry says he'll be back later if you're still on, John.
All
We'll
right,
see.
Larry.
There's a basket here I started to make and I haven't finished it yet. I forgot about it. I just see it peeking out of the bag at me.
Hmm.
And it was, I don't know what the hell I was using for it. Hometown. First time I've used it.
Yeah.
It says a 6 weight.
Hmm.
And it's a real heavy 5 to a 6.
Where'd you get that from?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Dee's Creative Hands, I think.
Hmm.
I think. But I got 3 of them and they're 64 yards in each. So I was going
Yeah.
to make a hat and then, because the hat starts out the same as the basket, whatever. And I was like, no, it's like, I think I'm just going to make that into a basket. So that's what I'm doing. So I'll finish that up and sometime.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, other than that, I don't have anything else going except for this table cloth.
Well, I am almost finished with this hat. I'm starting it up now.
But it's going to take a while to make this.
Yeah.
I have to keep increasing. After I do the actual, however many rows, 24 rows, then I'll have to go back up and repeat a bunch of them. Just keep doing them or throwing some of my own. But it's mostly just double crochet stuff on here. I might have to
That's
throw in some
cool.
others. I might have to throw in, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like triple crochet, but it would make it build faster too.
Yeah.
But I don't want it super holy either. The yarn said to use a 5 millimeter. I'm using 6.
Yeah.
I
It's a
am
rebel,
motorboat.
Joe.
I know. I like to use a 6 hub. It probably would have looked better if I used a 5, but would have been tighter stitches, but it's what it is. A 5 hook kind of bothers my hands more. What do you want? No, you can't be laying on this. Don't even look at it. It is not for you. You have a blanket over there on the floor, cat bed thing I made you. Go lay on it. It's right in front of the heater, just for you. She took over the red and white blanket too. It's on the chair. She lays on it.
The red and white one.
Yep. I set it over in the chair next to me and I'll fold it up. And as soon as I put it over there, she jumped up and spun around 3 or 4 times and just flopped her butt on it. It's like, yep, it's for me. No, it's not. Not once it gets washed. I don't know who it's going to be for, but not for you.
Well,
No. No, you've got plenty of stuff I made you. I've even made you cat toys.
Piece of yarn's a cat toy.
No,
Oh, cow.
not for
Oh,
her.
shoot. We got a special guest on the show. Hey, Dee.
Hey,
Hey,
y'all.
How's it going? What are you up
hey.
to?
Hey.
Hey, I was
You were
just
going to bed.
through and saw y'all were on. I wasn't going to come up. My hair was all, I raked a comb through it right quick.
Well,
You
should
don't
see.
have
You
to
should see
show your
Chris.
face.
I want camera ready, and I'm
You,
still
you should
not
have seen
quite.
You should have seen Chrissy sometimes when she comes on the show. She goes, "Oh, my hair is just a mess and everything else." She just throws a wig on and
But
she's
at
good to
least I
go.
have the boobs put up. They not.
Oh my god!
I'm not stepping on them or anything yet. We haven't taken the brassiere off.
You just tuck them in your pants, right?
Yeah,
See?
in my drawers. And the nipples
So
be
bad.
hanging out the leg holes. Yes, sir.
Oh, stop! Stop!
Hi, Gypsy.
It's just like.
Hi, Gypsy
And
Crystal.
when John said his was it your grandmother's that were long? I said, oh yeah.
He said,
They weren't big boobs, but they were like E's because
Yeah.
they were
Yep.
Well, they
hanging.
used to be big, but then after a while, gravity takes hold, and that's all there
Yeah.
is to it. The
You
nipples
just
start pointing toward the equator instead of
you just
headlight.
roll them up. You just got to roll them up.
That's right.
As my grandmother
That's
said,
right.
she would.
Here's my
she would
bag. It looks
Wow.
crazy, but
My
it's going to be
grandmother said-
felted. You know, you have to make things huge, and then when it felts, it and
Oh,
looks
really?
like
I don't know. I didn't know that. Wow. Well,
Y'all
I
know
like the
Miss
color.
C, Miss C's cottage. She gave
Yes.
me this raw wool, and it's the softest wool to not be superwash. I'm hoping it felts. But on the care directions, it says "Do not agitate" in capital letters. So I took that to mean it'll felt.
You're gonna agitate the shit out of it.
Yeah,
You know,
and I
I
stick
had
it in
one
the
that
dryer
It's like
too.
Joe
That's
agitated
right.
the shit out of me sometimes.
and I kept yelling at it, and it was fine.
The reason I made it so long was because I was trying to use every bit of wool that she gave me in it, but I'm not. I'm stopping soon because this is getting crazy. Sorry
It'd be a
about
nice size project
lot.
bag. Yeah.
Huh?
It'd be a nice size bag.
Yeah, that's what I like. Big bags. Here's my newest furl baby,
Cool.
the golden
Yeah.
one. This is the first time they've
Size is that one?
done one in a matte finish. I think you could either pick polished, which is like the bronze one here, but I like this matte finish. So yeah, I like my furls, but I also like prims.
I love prims. That's what I'm
And, you
using
know,
now.
I've even got some from Temu that I like. I really like the. What I like is this plastic, really smooth, or resin. Maybe it's resin.
So you don't find it squeaks on you though?
Mm-mm. Nope.
I find it's like
This is the furls. This is my favorite one. I think it's so pretty.
first
Oh,
time I
that
used
is
a prim.
pretty.
First time I used a
Mhm.
prim, it had that squeaking noise. I'm like, what is that? It's
I
like
guess
a
it
mouse in my
depends on
shop.
the yarn that you use with it, but
It does.
And your tension too.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
You have a tight tension, it's gonna squeak.
Yeah.
You don't lose
That's
my
good. And I'm
attention.
working on
All right.
this shawl too. I've done a million of, well, I've started a million of this Agatha's reading shawl. I just love the shape
I like the
because it
colors.
covers your whole back. You know, it's a half hexy.
I love that. I like the colors.
Yeah. I don't recall ordering this yarn. And they were like almost $50 a ball, and I bought 2.
Oh my.
It's 100. It feels like you wouldn't believe, but it's 100% alpaca, baby alpaca. You'd think it'd be what's the other thing that's real? Starts with a C. Cashmere.
Yeah, cashmere. Yeah.
Cashmere for that price, but
Hey
no.
Shay. Welcome in, Shay.
Hey, Shay.
Make me little. Make me little. Anyway, I just thought I'd drop by. I
I'm
gotta
glad
get busy
you did.
on this stuff again. But I was
Well, you
glad to
can
see
work
y'all.
on that. You can work on that and be here too.
Well, I was watching my Christmas programs.
Oh.
I like to watch my I love to every day I watch well, not Charlie Brown every day, but a couple of times Charlie Brown, and then all the versions of A Christmas Carol Dickens.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Favorite Dickens.
Annie, I love that hat.
Thank you. It's done.
All right, we gotta look, Annie. We need to see Annie now.
Yeah,
Yep.
take me out here.
Oh my God, Annie.
What are you doing?
I like that.
Oh, how cute.
It hugs your head. And,
Yep.
you know, just move it around. Color
It's
it.
It's official.
nice.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Depends on what kind of mood you're in. You can be
Yeah,
a shithead or you can be in a happy mood.
Ha ha ha. I mean, oh, sorry.
Yeah, right.
I had a spasm in my head.
It's okay. That happens.
It's that Tourette's, isn't it?
Yeah, my hands have
Tourette's
Tourette's.
with the
But
sign
I
language.
always go like
I
this and
do
say,
like this.
Annie, I always go like this and say, read between the lines.
Yeah.
There you go.
That turned out really good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
nice. It's like it fits just
And that's the
perfect.
bag a day. And that's the bag a day,
Right.
right?
The top of it looks so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yes.
does.
And
I
that's
like
bag of
bag a day
days.
hats. They're always big on me though, so I've learned to size hers down.
Yeah. This is Bag of Days pattern.
Uh-huh.
So
You gonna start the other one next though?
what?
You can start the other one next. Same what I'm doing.
Yes, if you can I catch my breath, or let my hands
Oh,
rest a little bit.
actually, when
All
you
right,
first
guys.
had
Well,
the
I
hat
just
on, you
wanted to come up a second and say hello and Merry Christmas. Me and my
Merry
long
Christmas
boobs are
to
going to
you.
settle back and watch A Christmas Carol and finish this bag.
Well, you have
well,
a
thanks,
Merry
Vanity, for coming on.
Christmas.
Merry
Love
Christmas.
y'all. I'll be back
Love
around.
you. Bye.
Love y'all too.
Bye bye.
Down the door.
Yep.
Decisions.
What? What are the
I'm in
decisions you
the,
got to
I'm in
make?
the same
Color do I
spot.
want to do that hat in?
Mine is what am I going to do?
Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I was going to make a hat like the one John's making, but now I have to pick the color, and we all know that's the hard part.
I'll go with the
Mhm.
same one. Go with something. Go with something with a similar colorway, only in you would look good in yellow. Actually, you know that bright sunshiny yellow hat.
It would fade out her face.
I'm too pale for yellow.
Yes.
I learned
Purple.
I can wear yellow at the height of summer, like in July, for like 2 weeks, and then I go back
What about-
white. It just washes me out. I have this very, very pretty.
See, I was thinking something like
I have a
something
very
like this,
pretty yellow. I mean, I could do one in
something like
yellow.
this too, though.
That is so bright, it's
Something
going
like
to
this
blow
too,
the
though.
camera out. But
Yeah, that's very
the
bright.
These
heavy.
grays.
I like that one too.
Yeah, grays would be pretty.
it's
Or
just
like browns, like this one.
color. But I
I
don't
like
make
that
these
one
things
too.
for myself, John. I actually seldom
that?
wear anything except a ball cap.
I don't wear
Yeah.
beanies at all.
Same here.
I wear ball caps to keep my hair out of my face when I'm driving. If I leave the house, I have one. How about this?
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Shay
that is
says,
cool.
Stop,
"Don't
Shay.
listen. Don't
And I'm
listen to John. He wears denim every day."
And then I have that
Actually,
thing
you
up
know what,
the back.
Shay? Since I got uniforms, I don't wear denim every day.
Well, you wear denim pants.
I mean, not at work though.
Oh.
Not at work anymore because I got to wear the uniform pants,
Oh.
and a uniform shirt.
Hmm.
I only got jeans on when I get home.
Chocolate swirl, which is my favorite.
Chocolate
ice.
swirl.
Yeah, that's what the colorway is called, chocolate swirl. That's
That's
gonna look like
pretty.
chocolate swirl ice cream.
That is
Ooh, that
pretty.
looks nice. Yeah, I'd make a cool looking hat and scarf set and fingers glove set.
Hang on. I also have. Now I already know which one John's gonna say. Oh no, that one. I have it in blue.
Ooh, that one's nice.
I like that one too. I like the first one better
Hey.
though.
I like the brown better. I like the brown one better. I like the brown one. I think that might work out
Chocolate
really good too.
swirl.
Okay, I'll do the brown ones first, and then I'll
The
do
chocolate swirl.
the what?
The chocolate swirl. That's what we like.
Chocolate swirly.
Hmm.
Oh, John.
Did you know my nephew used to do that to my kids?
Oh no
Swirly.
way.
Oh yeah.
In the
I about
toilet? Really?
I about killed him when I found out. I'm like, don't you dare put my kid's head in the toilet.
No, that's just wrong.
Well, they thought it was funny. I'm like, no, it's not funny. Get your
Well,
butt
it is
in here so I
funny.
can wash your hair.
It is funny as long as you're doing it to somebody else. When it
Exactly.
happens to you, it's not so funny though.
Well, my kids thought it was funny, but they were little. They thought it was hilarious. Like, don't let anyone do that to you again.
Just gave birth.
Yeah.
My yarn just gave birth.
It almost always does.
Epidural. You belong on this side. Now, what are the chances of that?
What?
Of what?
The two ends being tied together?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because this yarn, two different places, I was crocheting, and it came to a little tiny knot. And so I cut it because I wanted longer strings because it was more of a knotted ball.
Yes, I'm listening.
No, I was just saying it was not from the two ends. It was just as I was going, it was knotted, and I cut the little knot off because this is what it looked like. It looked like this little, an actual hard little knot.
But
Well,
they don't.
it doesn't hide well. So I cut it and retied it so that I could hide it better.
One nice thing of these coming in the cakes is you don't have to wind them unless you have like a huge yarn baby.
Yeah.
There we go.
Does anybody have a pattern for mug cozy that wraps
Yes.
around and goes through the handle?
Yes, I do.
I have knitted ones. Because that's what I did my first cable on was a mug cozy.
They're not hard to do. You just decide on how wide you want it to be.
How much the cup you want, and you actually need a cup to measure against.
Yeah, so you measure, and then you just at the end put a chain to go over the handle.
Yep.
And you decide what, if you want it to be single crochets, double, half double. I would probably go with single because it's a tighter stitch because you're trying to keep the heat in and not on your hands. That's cute.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, you
But
could.
I'm a Daisy, so
It's
I've seen
just a regular. It's a
I've seen a
regular.
lot of
It's like a regular cozy with just
regular.
little appliques and stuff on it that you make.
Yeah,
Crochet.
so like I've seen them before. So basically, you start with the flower, like I've seen sunflowers and daisies and lilies and stuff, right? And then you
Mhm.
add your collar around it, end it with a leaf with a hole in it, so that it goes over your flower, so that your leaf actually wraps around the flower, right? Your leaf wraps around it and actually holds it in place. Put it right.
You could do that. That's not hard.
Oh, and then I might as well just make bracelets then too. Bracelets and arm cuffs.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
yeah, whatever you want.
The only problem with those is there's no give on the sides. You have to have it right.
Oh, what color yarn is that? It's a mandala.
That's a tabby.
Wouldn't it be cool to have a colorway like that?
Mm-hmm.
Or like a colorway for a motorboat? That would be a cool colorway.
Camouflage is the color.
Joe? Why have you not wrapped the freaking yarn thing around motorboat yet? Taking a picture.
I don't know.
Oh, you'll be awesome. Try and get like a colorway or a mandala like motorboat, and just start doing something and have motorboat sitting there with the collar wrapped around her as you're
I
crocheting.
might have
That would
a
be cool.
blank. Mishi bought a blanket off of me that looked almost exactly like motorboat, and I have a picture somewhere, and yeah, it looks camouflaged with her laying on there because it's just that that was hers apparently.
My dog. Okay, so
Um,
yesterday my husband. Okay, my grandson asked me if I would help him wrap a present for a coworker, and I said okay. So he asks me, "Well, do you know how to wrap good?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And my husband says, "Don't you know she's the Christmas wrapper? Her name is Paper." He was alluding to a Christmas, a dinner. Uh, I was in a play. Let's just put it that way. It was a Christmas play, and I was a rapper, and my name was Paper, and I had to actually rap a song, and I was wrapping presents, and it was all blinged out in big cross necklace, and just totally right. My daughter just sent me this thing, and it's a little meme, and it's Santa saying, "I said hire a rapper to one of his elves," right? And she goes, "I'm the Christmas rapper. My name is Paper, LOL." You guys ever gonna forget that? And then my grandson goes, "Well, do you have a picture of yourself?" I'm like, "Yep." "Can I see it?" "Nope." There's DVDs out there of it too, but I'd never got one of the play where I had to
There's
rap the
a
song.
video of it too.
Yeah, there was a video. I don't have it though. I
John,
didn't buy
how
it.
many days back did you send me that pattern?
I started it last week.
Is it the crochet flat unisex hat?
Yep.
Okay. Caught it. Okie dokie. Oh. I have to say though that yeah, I wear denim every day.
I don't.
Well, except for on the days that I wear my leggings.
Well,
Sometimes gotta
I
have
wear,
the movement.
I wear jeggings and leggings.
I usually either wear jeans, sweats, or leggings.
I don't hardly ever wear sweats, but I do wear uh,
Excuse
jag-
me.
leggings and jeggings, and I also wear uh, house pants too.
Yes. Flannel.
Mine are not flannel, but they're comfortable, and they're pretty warm, but they're not flannel. That gets me too warm.
Yes. Well, it has to be cold for me to wear. And generally, that's if I have to run somewhere at 5 o'clock in the morning and ain't nobody gonna see me anyway. Although my sister was like, what if the car breaks down? And I was like, my legs will be warm.
Well, I have insulated leggings if I need to go out when
I
it's
got
really hot.
granddaughter some of those last year, and she loved because she likes to wear dresses year round.
Yeah,
I told her in the wintertime she needs something on her legs because the air's too cold on them. And we compromised with those, and she said they're so warm and cozy.
they are warm. I've got 2 pairs of them, and I absolutely love them.
And
You
then
do not, you
Steve,
do not get cold. had to go to, I had to wear dresses when I was a kid until 2nd grade, and everyone used to. And you couldn't wear pants to school. So my mom got those thick insulated
Tights.
tights
Yeah.
that I would wear those, and
man, I hated wearing those.
I loved them.
I
It was
sent you a picture,
warm.
John, of the blanket, but it doesn't have motorboat on it. That one must be on my computer when I dumped my phone.
My sister's granddaughter, who is amazingly enough just turned 21. I cannot believe it. Seems like yesterday. But I got her some of those. She is 5'8", and she weighs 95 pounds.
Skinny.
And she
Yeah, you could do it
freezes.
with
No, she eats like a horse.
So does my granddaughter. It's they have a fast
Does not
metabolism.
lose weight, but she freezes to death. And I got her some of those in because she works the Civic Center during concerts and stuff. And she said those are so warm. Being up there around them people, I'm not real comfortable with her work in the Civic Center, but my choice. She's 21 now.
Mm-hmm. My granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter is 4'11", and she weighs 82 pounds. She's skinny, skinny, skinny.
I guess she's gonna take after my sister. Well, I mean, weight wise, not my sister when she was pregnant with my niece or with her daughter, at 9 months pregnant, weighed 98 pounds because she never weighed hardly anything.
Well, the doctors,
It's so weird. She went all through those months, right, with just a little, just barely a bump. And suddenly, when she was 8 months pregnant, she got up and her belly was huge.
I was telling Joe about our neighbor long time ago. She got pregnant. She knew she was pregnant. She had a flat stomach. And all the way through the pregnancy, a completely flat stomach, didn't gain an ounce the whole time. And she was thin. And she was, when she got to 8 months pregnant, or 8.5 months pregnant, she was outside laying out in a bikini with a completely flat stomach. She went to bed. She woke up. Kaboom!
Yep.
The baby came forward. She had no
Yep.
she had
Baby
no-
flip.
Yeah, she had no maternity clothes. So her husband just went and got her some sweats and gave her some t-shirts to wear because she had the baby 2 weeks later.
Yeah, my sister, my parents did not know she was pregnant. And we were all passing her our food to make sure she had enough to eat. And she got vitamins at the drugstore, and then I kept telling her, I said, "You're going to have to eventually. They're going to figure out you're pregnant."
Yeah.
Because
Everybody knew a man, right?
very small house.
She made
And
it known.
no, I was standing there when she told my mom. My mom was she was leaning up against her bed and she pulled her leg up to put her pants on. And my sister's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm pregnant." And my mom was just like froze, looking at her. And finally, she just put her leg through her pants. She said, "You're telling your father."
So this is a picture of my granddaughter that's so tiny and skinny.
Yeah,
You can't see how her belly though. It's flat as a board.
that's the way Ariel is.
Yeah. And this is like a back. And she's so tiny.
I pick on her all the time because I told her she looks like a beanpole. Now, my niece was always tiny until she got pregnant with her when she had that wreck, and basically she couldn't get around for like 3 years before they figured out what they needed to do for her back, so she wasn't in so much pain, and she gained a bunch of weight, but she just never lost it again.
Mm-hmm.
Although she took up baking, so yeah, that don't help.
True.
That's what she's making me lemon scones with homemade lemon curd for Christmas. Totally, she's like, "How's that?" I said, "I'm down with that." I think she's gonna make Bill blueberry. I was kind of hoping for some pepperoni rolls, but she didn't say anything about pepperoni rolls. Good pepperoni rolls.
So this is a painting that I did not paint, and my granddaughter did, and she doesn't think she knows how to paint.
That's pretty good painting.
Yeah, that's what I said. And she's like, I don't know how to paint. I said, yes, you do.
John, did you decide on a pattern?
Yeah.
And
I'm working on it right now.
har har.
Don't let anybody see it though. I took a coloring page and I'm modifying it to suit my own needs. We'll see how it turns out.
Did I ever show you guys what the Lego squares look like that I made for those blankets last year?
I haven't seen your Lego blanket. I have seen a Lego blanket.
That's two of the squares, or the rectangles for the little Legos. I did
Your
100.
baubles.
Yeah, it's baubles.
100 of them.
Hundreds, because I made 4 blankets.
I am not. I still have a literal basket full of granny squares in the corner that need to be sewed together in a blanket. Ooh, that's pretty yellow. So probably something good I did. Check. Yep, it's a 4. Okay, I'm good. Really?
Well, guys, I think I'm going to head out. So
Yep,
yeah,
that's 5 minutes.
I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a good night.
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 Good night. Bye.
I don't even know if we're doing bingo tomorrow night.
So chain 51. Okay.
There's a start of what I'm working on.
32, 33. Let's go 34 inches. Okay.
Cool.
Cash, stop that. I'm going to smack
Yes.
you in the snot.
You guess what it is, Andy?
Hmm?
He's not paying no attention.
What? I'm
It's the
watching this video.
Start of what I'm working on. You asked what I was working on.
Oh. Oh, pretty. Yeah, I just seen that I need to chain 51. How many times do you think I'm going to have to watch this video?
14.
No, chain 51
Yeah.
first. And then do your slip stitch at the end and half double crochet and then slip stitch, half double, slip stitch, half double. So you get 10 from the end. And then you start to pick it back up again.
And you slip stitch those 10.
Yep. No, only 5. You slip stitch half of them.
Okay, then what do you do with the last 5?
You wait till you come back up the second row, the third row, and then join them together.
So it's
Slip
a
stitch
short
is-
row hat. It's the same thing I was doing. It's just the stitch is different. It's still a short row hat.
Whatever. Call it whatever you want.
Double slip, half double slip. Okay. Let me finish watching the video. I do like that stitch. It's pretty. Okay, so you don't have to go into the back row though. All right. Okay. Okay.
All right. Well, see, I don't know if we're doing bingo tomorrow night, but we'll see. I'll talk to somebody else who's in charge of it right now because it's her thing, and you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
I got two projects to work on now for wood, and we'll see what's happening tomorrow night. Might do a wood show, might do a crochet show. You know, I never know what happens. Maybe Grandy will join us too. Yeah.
Never know.
You never know. And we'll see what happens. Other than that, We're going to be out of here right now.
Okay. It is the same, John, with the exception of you slip stitch those 5 stitches as you work down. It's still a short row, but I'm still going to do it because I like that stitch.
Okay.
So, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Once. And I'm not even all the way through it.
Take care and have fun.